Hello everyone and welcome back Gaming with Priesty, Newcastle Jets in the Premier League, episode 6 for this season. Give Ezra Bull from our youth academy a pro contract, and we have a look at the Europa League. We're 3 wins from 3. See Hertha Berlin's top of their group as well, 3 wins from 3. Real Betis have had the 2 wins, and Hoffenheim is in charge of the group below us. Backing up against Ange Postecoglou's boys. We beat them 2-0 in our other encounter. So it'll be interesting to see how we go here. We're basically essentially already through the group stage, so we're going to mix up the squad a little bit, as you'll see here. Giving some players who don't normally get too much of a run. In the first team, we give them a bit of a run. You see Tommy Rogic is still in Celtics squad. I'm not sure if the third place in the Europa League drops down to the conference. You see Stubbs here. He's a real natural goal scorer, this guy from the cam position. If we can get him a bit highly... his overall up a little bit. He could be a good first squad member, Stubbs. You see Matty Ryan comes up with a good save. 1-0 still at half time. Moving to the second half here. Celtics seem to be playing a little bit better. This game, you see, handball here against the Lad. We'll have to check out the replay to see if we've got too much to complain about. Nah, he sticks his right hand up there and thunders straight into it, and really nice penalty there. Send Matty Ryan the other direction, and it goes up into the top of the net. Caesar here, he'd push on into the box and force a good save from Barkas, and Taggart would hit the post on the follow-up as we try to keep our 100% winning record in the Europa League intact. Caesar once again here plays, this time to the back, stick Stubbs. Nice run over the back, and can't quite get the connection on the volley.
Just a couple of questions for you.
And we'd finish 1-1 against Celtic. Not too bad of a result, to be honest. Like I said, that does assure us of going through to the next round. And yeah, with I wouldn't say the B team out there, but definitely not our strongest lineup. Nice 1-1 result at home. You see here, we're sitting in 10th place in the league after 10 games, 4 wins, 2 draws, 4 losses, 18 goals for, 14 against. Not the worst start to the season, to be fair. Have a look here on the leading goal scorers. Harry Kane's right up there. Lukaku down in 9th. Bergwijn from Tottenham, he's also on there. And just having a look to see if any of our guys are on there. I can't quite see any. You see Lacello's right up there on the assist chart. Ramsey's up there on the assist chart for us as well. Barrios as well is on the assist chart for us. Like you'd expect, our midfielders feeding the ball through to the strikers. They should be reasonably high up on the chart. And then on the clean sheet list, Lloris is up there with 3 clean sheets so far this season. I think we've been much better defensively so far this season. The odd game notwithstanding, we ever seem to be really good at not giving any goals away, or we give away a few too many, as we talk about Stubbs there in the pre-match press conference before we play against Manchester City at McDonald Jones Stadium. And it's difficult to beat these guys, but we'd like to think we're a good chance. They win the ball back in the midfield there. Ferran Torres forces a good save from Lloris up to his left-hand side. And then you see Wirtz, former Bayer Leverkusen young superstar. He wouldn't even be too old in this save. And look at Ferran Torres. Look at the skill there, all on his right foot. I got to tell you, I was so raging after that. Through the controller. Yeah, he just absolutely tore us to shreds before Phil Foden. He's another one who always seems to score against us. So we're 2-0 down. Moving towards the second half, Barrios forces a good save from Edison, but the Brazilian goalkeeper is up to the task. We're getting in each other's way there. Olsen then plays the ball to Barrios, and he tries to hit it, and it goes just wide of the post. You see, I am absolutely raging on the sideline as I was sitting in the room where I play the game. See Foden there, that's a lovely ball for Raheem Sterling. He just absolutely turns our right fullback inside out, and Ferran Torres scores a brace, and 3-0 it is for Manchester City. They just absolutely dominated us that game. It was really frustrating. I mean, it's not like we're the only ones that are going to go and put a touch up on this season. They're quality side, quality manager, but I think this is our second season in the Premier League now, and we want to be competing a little bit better as we move in to the next game against Fulham at Craven Cottage, and the lowest scoring stat comes up, and we know that could mean trouble for us. Ravella early in the game here, no one wants to come and shut him down, so he just unleashes from 25 yards, goes straight into the back of the net. Ravelli's got quite the long range shot on him, and when no one wants to come and shut him down, you can look at him getting onto the scoreboard. As we see here, it doesn't take very long for Fulham to equalise here at Craven Cottage. Stansfield there, he would score the equaliser. Very frustrating. Ravella, he plays in Ramsey this time, and Ramsey blasts over from around the top of the penalty spot there. You can see he's just on the left-hand side and really should be doing better from there. And then you see as we move in towards the second half, coming up to the 70th minute, we win the ball in the back line. Very nice to see. Olsen, he gets the ball, drives the through ball through. Great run there by Ramsey. Has the chance to put us back into the lead, and he doesn't make the same mistake twice. Gets it onto his left foot, and a nice little finesse shot around the oncoming keeper. Move into the 80th minute. Stanfield there holds the ball up well. They play it into Wilson. Wilson, I don't think there was much on that ball, but the defender just doesn't get there, and then he plays the ball back across the face to Wilson, and I was absolutely raging. I don't know how our defender, he just he gave up on that ball. It was a nothing ball. We should have been first to it. We didn't get there, but Taggart, luckily for us, he comes up with the trumps in the end there. A little dink from just outside the left-hand post across the face of goal, and Taggart gets up and wins the header, and we do get away with it. 3-2 against Fulham, and that's a good result. Fulham are down towards the bottom of the table, I think, and it would have been disappointing to drop points there against them, especially when we played really, really well, created a fair few chances, and the goals we let in probably weren't the best. Disappointing. And then we have a look, just having a look at the Europa League once again, the tables as we go through. Roma's on top of their group now. Napoli's replaced Rangers on top of their group. Hertha Berlin still undefeated, and Hoffenheim is still on top of their group. As we're playing against Real Betis here, and whoever wins this game will finish top of their group. And the way the Europa League works this season is whoever finishes top of the group goes straight into the round of 16, and whoever finishes second has a playoff against the third place finisher from each group of the Champions League. I don't know why they got to make these things so complicated, but they seem to love to. So a win today and we'll finish top of the group, and we'll be straight through to the round of 16 of the Europa League. But Betis would take the lead early. I really like Betis's jerseys, actually. They're not too shabby. But, we've been dominant in this Europa League so far, and that's some nice play interlinking play there by us, and I'm not sure who that is. It's those regens. They don't have the numbers on the jersey. It's so frustrating. And here, Thorgan Hazard here for Batiste. He'd force a good save from Matty Ryan, diving down to his left-hand side. Just before half-time, we played a beautiful ball through there for Kyle Walker, who charged into the box. Cut it back there for Taggart, and Taggart would have a shot on his left foot. Force a nice save from the Batiste goalkeeper, who had a really good game. Then Horvat, you see here for us. Nice goal there, pretty much straight after half-time. And we're stirring the pot there. I really like that celebration. And it looks like we're on our way, top of the group here. But Batiste, they wouldn't give it up so easily. Clark from our youth academy, he does really well there to win the ball back. Navarrete, he plays a beautiful ball through to Taggart. Taggart, this time he makes no mistake on his left foot. That's a nice finish. And just 10 minutes after half-time, we've doubled our lead, 3-1. You'd like to think we'd be able to see Real Batiste off from here, but we do know, like, the AI, they like to push forward once they've conceded a couple of goals down. Matty Ryan, strong right hand there, preserves our 2-goal lead, and then we play the ball into Olsen. Olsen, first time across the Taggart, and that is 4-1 to the Good Guys. 20 minutes remaining, and it looks like we are going straight through to the round of 16. You see here, I'm not sure what Delaney was doing there. You know what, I'm probably sure I'm going to try and pass that back to Ryan there in goals, but it just registered with the wrong player. And we get punished for it, but luckily we were already 4-2 up, so it's not the end of the world. And that's, I think that's 4 wins and 1 draw from our 5 group games in the Europa League so far. So you couldn't have asked for us to be off to a better start. And like I said, we're in our European escapade, and like I said, we're through to the round of 16. As we have one final look at the ladder, 13 games played, and we're 12 for us, and we're on 17 points, 5 wins, 2 draws, 5 losses, 21 scored for, 19 against. So that's it for today, guys, and I'll see you next time.